Okay, this is a video about using the OneDrive, which is attached to your email. So when you logged into your email, which you do by searching for sign in Office 365, then entering your school email, which is your MBS, the numbers at mail.co.uk, and your normal login password for your computer. You can do this from home or anywhere else. When you're in, come to Mail, or if you come to the control panel, which should display first, you will find that you have lots and lots of different options here. These are for the online software. But in this video, I want to talk about the OneDrive. So you click on the OneDrive, and this brings up this area here. What you might find is first time you do it is you'll get a screen that asks for your acceptance to do social sharing, which is fine. Just click OK, and then it'll set up your OneDrive for the first time. Once it's set that up, you'll come in here and this will be empty. There'll just be a picture of a grey folder in the middle. You can do this any way you want, but I suggest you mirror what you've got in your MBS. So I go in here and set up a new folder, give it a name, and the start's going to be year 8, 9. I'll choose 8 for the heck of it, whatever, and create. That then creates the folder. I'm then going to go inside that folder, and I'm going to create a new folder, and inside there I'm going to create computing, and click create. And so what you end up with is a set of files exactly the same as you've got in your MBS. So you'll have year 8, and inside that you'll have computing, you'll have English, French, PE, etc., etc., etc. Now using the using the OneDrive is fairly simple. When you go into, say I want to add a file into computing, I'll click in that, and then I will click upload, and I can either choose a folder or a file. So if you've got a folder that exists that you want to upload, that you've got stuff in anyway, you just click on folder. So you click on folder, go in, and we will have a look at my documents. So let's have a look. You just need one, so I'm going to click on that, I'm going to click OK, and then you see here it's uploading 17 items into that folder. Now it tells you you've uploaded, and there's my folder. I click in that, and there's all the stuff to do with cryptography. So it's very fast to do. You don't need to upload every single file. You can, if you want, upload single files. You just click on files instead, find your file, we'll choose that one, click open, and that's going to go into cryptography because I didn't actually move that back into year 8 or the folder I want. So you must remember to go to the root, find the folder you want, and then upload to there. And it's as simple as that. How this works for you as a student is at school, if you have work that you want to work on at home, you simply upload it into your computer, into your OneDrive from your school computer. When you get home, you log in as normal using your MBS and your password. Select your OneDrive, come into your OneDrive, go into your folder, select the file you want. So we'll go in there, I'll go into cryptography, and we'll just do that one, and then you're allowed to download it. If you choose something like a Excel file, that will give you a chance to either open it in Excel online or open in Excel on your computer. If you don't have Excel as a software program on your computer at home, open in Excel online, and that will open that up in the program there. Obviously you can't open this one, that's typical, but it doesn't matter. It will open it, and then when you do any work, it will save it. As soon as you shut it down, it'll save it automatically back into there. Okay, one last thing which is very, very useful. As you saw before, I managed to save a file in the wrong place. So if I go into year 8, go into computing, cryptography, and you can see my Caesar JPEG, it doesn't belong there at all. So I'm going to move that back to the image folder in year 8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and I get choices now. I can delete it, download it, I can move to, I can copy to, rename, and I'll show you that in a moment, the version history. So what I want to do is move it to images. So I'm going to click on that, and that will bring up
all my folders. Click on year 8. There's my image folder. Select it and move. And that file has now been moved, and we go to year 8. We go to images, and there's my file there. Okay. Now the other thing you saw was this version history. So if I click on that, that brings up a dialog box, and it will give me a list of all the times that I've modified that document. Now it's only an image, so there won't be many changes on it. Okay, so if it was a Word document and I'd been working on and off that for the last 4 or 5 weeks in one of my projects for some homework, that would have a list of versions. So it's basically creating a backup for you. Every time you work on it and save it, it creates a backup of that version. So what you need to do then is go through, just check the versions that you're working on, find the one that's got what you want, the one that hasn't corrupted, or the one where you lost your work or whatever, and then reload that version, and that takes you back to where you were. So that's a very, very useful feature. Okay, so that's the end of this. If you have any questions, come and see me.